Hi felters and welcome. So today is the 19th and I thought we would start an extra video of assembly because I'm sure some of you might be ready. I am myself a little bit behind with my second lot that I'm making, but I thought I shouldn't hold you guys back. So this is the 6 that we've made. That's the 6 from my first lot. And here's the wreath, and I'll show you the wreath from my first one and we'll start assembly. It's a lovely sunny day today and I'm just going to film the last tutorial-ish in a minute, but I thought we'd start looking at assembly. So this is how your wreath should look, both sides hopefully. And at the moment, for me, I'm up to that many leaves, the ferns, start of the mushrooms. So I thought instead of making you guys wait, I'll show you the other wreath, and this is how it should look, or could look, when you've started to assemble it. So this one I did a while ago and I've got all my leaves and I've put them in a all over kind of position. Now I've got about 10 or 11 of each of the leaves and you guys probably have more than 12 to 15. So you can do a slightly better coverage. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 ferns, and then the locks I have just sort of placed all around just to fill in a few gaps, and then what happens is you will put these guys on. So we'll cover hooking them on and where, because we do have one more project that I've put down the bottom here. It is an optional one, and then there's another project, so there's 2 more, but only one more is going to be with the backing. So that's how I've positioned my leaves, sort of all sorts of directions, and they haven't gone all the way through around the back. I haven't got any mushrooms on this one either, so that's interesting to note, because we're going to see where we're going to put the mushrooms that they're going to be visible. So that's that one. So let's just have a look at the plain one. And another way I was thinking of doing it is by taking 3 of the leaves in the 3 colours. Now I don't have the 3 colours done, but like I said, I don't want to hold anyone back if you guys are ready. So I thought you could do sort of groups like that going around, and that would be really nice as well. So you could do them like there and like that. So you could group slightly more together. Sorry, doorbell, just the second time whilst filming already. So it's up to you how you want to do them. Now, I kind of think you could wait till we've done all the projects and then start putting it together. But if you wanted to do the system like this, where it's just all over, it doesn't matter where you put the heads. Whereas with this one, it's kind of just going to affect it a little bit more. Whoops. Where you put the heads. We're going to, I personally felt the whole leaf on as well. I'll show you that in a sec. You might want the ends of the leaf sticking up a little bit. I think it's harder if you do it and you want that sort of coming out from behind the head. You'll have to get everything done and then do it, is what I'm saying, because you need to know where you're putting your heads. And just to talk you through the head positions, it's like, well, so you've got that one there, because that one, the ears stick up, and then you might put a fox there, and then you might want a hare there, his ears stick up as well. But you've just got to think about can you see down the bottom? Yes, you can. Because you don't want to I wouldn't put like a chestnut and a chestnut. So I'd probably do that sort of display, fairly evens it out, but you're going to play around. But with the brooches on the back, it's great because you can move them all the time. Something might go up there, a little thing. We're not there yet. And then something might go here. But I'm just trying to sort of get you guys ahead. And the other thing we're just going to talk about is how we attach all the little Christmas things if you want them attached. So with the base, I'll show you how I do the leaves. You just felt them on, and the ferns. Yeah, so we're going to go in a little bit closer and we'll have a look. So for attaching the leaves, I'm literally going to just felt them in, and I do felt all over the whole leaf. And I find it doesn't leave leave too much of a mark on the rest of the leaf. They're quite simple, but again, this is why I'm giving you this on the 19th. If any of you want to sort of start to get ahead and start putting the leaves on. It just takes a short while just to go over them. So he's pretty much attached and down. So that's that. If you wanted them sort of sticking up a bit, I'd probably just trim any of the fluff off the back if you've got any bits sticking up, but they might not show. And then I would attach, are we in shot? Yeah, we're down there. I'd just attach the bottom of one, and you would have to go sort of halfway up and then attach the next one over the top, and the felt and everything, it felts through fine. So if you wanted them sticking up a little bit, that's how I would do it. I prefer them attached because I don't want any flappiness. I don't want anything to sort of come loose over the years. So, and I think they look quite nice when they sort of go all around the wreath. So you're going to have plenty of leaves. I mean, I just did mine in a random pattern, sort of like this, going around. Sorry, I haven't got the other colour. So I get the leaves on first, and then I attach the fern. And with the fern, I took some of the green wool, which I don't have handy, and I just put the green wool over the bottom, felted either side, and that was attached. And then with these, you'll end up sort of poking them out once you put the heads on, because, let me show you the other one. Once you put a head on, it might be in the way, so you can sort of bend them to where they're visible. And then the locks, I just took individual locks and put them sort of between the leaves, and it's up to you how you want to do the locks. And I didn't use that many, so you can see sort of up close, and see I've used a little bit of the green wool there, green wool there, and so you can see how it's been attached. There we go. But you guys will have slightly more leaves than that one. So put those to the side. The mushrooms, I would probably put the heads on and then have a look at where you're going to put the mushrooms so that they're visible, because I really don't want them covered up. And I reckon, let me get the big one, with the mushrooms, they are going to be, it's hard to hold, hang on, more towards the outside and the inside. And depending on how big your mushrooms are. And you know, if you had a spare brooch, you could do a mushroom with a brooch or two, but you don't have enough brooches to do more than one though. So with attaching all the little Christmas things, I have sewn on some of the ribbons. This ribbon was so small that I sewed it on with the embroidery thread and the needle. You just sort of go through. With the badger hat, well, I say badger because the ears are the best ones to not get in the way. But with the badger hat, I've felted literally all around the inside of there, and that kept it on. It's sort of just squidged on in there, so that's the badger. The deer, I've just taken this little bit of, I don't know what I call it, and then I think, did it felt? How did I attach that? I've glued it on. I have used a tiny bit of glue and glued that on. I think it would felt as well if you want to give that a go first, but I think I've glued it on and that's definitely stayed, and I think it looks really sweet. Nice little collar. With the hedgehog, so I took the 3 berries, I twisted them together and I dug the owl in there and I made a hole and I poked them in and glued them. So really simple. You could play around with what you want on what animal. And then with the fox, I felted this. This felt's really easy. So you just felt this on and I tied it down so it should stay down like that a little bit more. So you can see the little end bits. I thought that was quite sweet. And then with this hair, this one I glued on because it was the first one I did and it's bigger. And I thought there's enough room to be able to glue this one. But Here we go again, hopefully not. But bear in mind when gluing, you can't take them off if you don't want them to be Christmassy. That's the only thing. So in that case, you would felt that one. Sewing, you can just cut it off. But so there's most of the assembly. So you could sort of start with the leaves, start getting them on. And then, like I said, there's one more project and then another optional. And then just a couple of other things. So I shall not say anything else. Put any questions below if I've missed stuff, because obviously it's the first time I've sort of got round to assembly and thinking about it. Oh, and the other thing is I got these little lights, and it just sits. Unfortunately, you have to buy 12. So it's really annoying. They were just on Amazon, and I just pop it in there at night and it flickers, and it's really, really sweet. So a little non-flame, please, tea light would work really well. I got green, but there's obviously loads of white ones. But yeah, so that's it for now. And they're just on Amazon. Just search tea light on Amazon and you should find it. So that's it for now. Trying to help you through assembly. Any questions, put them below. Do let me know, and let me know if you're missing anything. I'm going to keep saying that. People must be missing things. I'm not that good at packing 2,500 parcels. But yeah, that's it for now, and we'll see you tomorrow.